Welcome to Yahoo Finance. I'm Kristin Myers. Joining me now, we have Valerie Jarrett, former senior advisor to President Barack Obama and author of the book, Finding My Voice. When the Perfect Plan Crumbles, the Adventure Begins. Valerie, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure, Kristin. Good afternoon to you.
So I want to start off with the protests that we are seeing around the country. What have your thoughts been over the last couple of days and weeks as we've seen thousands of protesters taking to the streets and calls for various initiatives around criminal justice and prison reform?
Well, it's about time. And Kristin, I'm old enough to remember the civil rights movement, and with all of the momentum that was generated there, and obviously there was appreciable progress that we made. This feels different because we're seeing demonstrations in all 50 states, people of all races, backgrounds, ages, and that is incredibly positive. I also think that those demonstrations have yielded results right away. Just start with Minnesota, where the Attorney General there, Keith Ellison, took the case away from the local prosecutors, brought charges swiftly against all four of the police involved in George Floyd's death, up the charge against the principal officer involved. That's the kind of swiftness that I think people know resulted from the pressure. We've seen cities around the country already ban the chokehold. States do the same. The federal government is looking at a bipartisan bill on police reform, something you would not have imagined 6 months ago. So I think that those positive changes have actually encouraged protesters to continue this effort, recognizing that their pressure is yielding results. And then, of course, we've seen the business community respond as well. I was just